Hello, welcome back to Goldborn. Last time, we had the siege that we dealt with and trading, and then another siege showed up at the end. So now we can't haul all the stuff inside for that because we have a whole bunch of siege going on outside. Plus side, gives our dwarves a reason to haul all the stuff we traded for. God damn it, stop attacking the dogs. And the elf explodes. I'll never get bored. I'll never get tired of seeing the elves just explode. That's always wonderful. That's never disappointing. Never disappointing seeing them just explode. Supposed to actually keep all their clothing because it's the right size, but God, I love seeing that. Just walk into the trap and just boom. The last anyone ever saw of them. Oh god, that's wonderful. But they don't bring anything to melt, really, other than weapons, so... Man, two of our friends just wandered up there and exploded. Wait, let's say I learned about shield. No, I'm not interested. You're a warrior. You have to learn about shield so you don't die. It's a third person to stand on the same trap and instantly be instantly murdered. Are they really just exploding, or are they just like... I don't know if they're really exploding so much as being squished, I guess. Just keep stepping into the traps and dying instantly. Oh my god, it's a massacre. Maybe people have to... Not only can these guys not shoot. Also fucking garbage. Oh my god, these guys are the worst. But you brought me a whole bunch of metal, so I'll take all of that. Oh my god, they brought me all this garbage. Oh god. I know in some forts, if you're like really bad on metal and you don't have anything, it's call it goblinness. But you know, when all the goblins come and die horribly, bring you a whole bunch. We don't have that many goblin sieges anymore, so mostly because we tend to attack the goblins ourselves. But oh my god, there's so many dead bodies. So many, so much crap to be melted. Okay, oh god. Alright, that's fine. Oh god. Every time I think I'm done, I'm not. I'm a little amazed that none of them got by the traps yet. I sort of expected at least one of them to. Since they're like running on the same traps, and usually they get stuck in the traps, so that makes the trap not work anymore. But so far that hasn't happened yet. So far they've all been kinda squishy, I guess. Alright, anyone else's body parts lying? Oh god. Is anyone else's body part just chilling? Yeah, apparently so. Man, there's a bunch of discarded clothing on the ground covered in somebody's blood. I wonder if that has to do with, you know... I wonder if that's, you know, a sign. Alright, I think that's everything. Shooting at the dog. Stop shooting the dog. Oh god, another one exploded. Oh god, that's never gonna get tiring. God damn it. Just killing the dogs. Oh. That one literally exploded. His teeth went everywhere. Oh god, there's... I don't bother doing it. Wait until after they're done. Oh god, yes. Rush the traps. I'm sure one of us will get by. They have the same, like, They have the same, self-preservation instinct as the, Oh, that one went squish. As the, like, orcs from, Lord of the Rings. They just, like, charge into battle and then die instantly. God damn it, stop killing the dogs. On the other hand, that's what our dogs are there for, so... There are just body parts everywhere. They're just charging. Oh, there they go. Yeah, then they're like, yeah, we lost like half of our forces, like, in the same 2-foot area. Okay, alright, we'll set this guy to be butchered. Because they're basically injured. Oh god. Teeth and limbs and things everywhere. Yeah, elf blood everywhere. Alright, let's... Oh my god. Dear elves, stop leaving all your shit on my doorstep. Welcome to Goldborn. If you make it past the traps, you'll end up past the weapon traps. You'll end up in the cage traps, and you'll be dumped into lava. So technically, I really don't really need the weapon traps. On the other hand, it does make for some interesting. It does clean up the problem of getting rid of sieges. I don't really need your front tooth. Alright. Oh god. Hi guys, could you stop dying on the same spot? That'd be nice. I mean, I guess it's nice that you are, in fact, using the cage traps that I built for you. But it does leave me with a lot of extra garbage to clean up, and the dwarves have to come out here and clean it up after you, so... Like children, Jesus. Like children. Freshly exploded children. That's basically what they are. Actually, that sounds terrible. No, they're not. It's one of those things that someone's going to quote you on, like, when you're 40. Good thing I'm never going to run for political office, because I guarantee you that would end up in, like, someone would track it down and be like, well, you said that there were, these people were, like, exploding children when you were, 28. What are you going to do? What do you feel about that statement now that you're, like, 75? That was what would be happening to me. That was exactly what would happen. Oh my god. I think I've hit the F key so many times my fingers are starting to hurt. Oh my god. So the question is there going to be yet another siege after this? Alright, body parts everywhere. God, why is there so much crap? So the humans and the elves are in cahoots. I'm not sure it's these humans. These humans seem to like me, but for now anyway. These other humans don't seem to like me all that much. Surprisingly, unlike my dwarves, the humans do not seem disturbed by the constant exploding of other humans. Which I guess is pretty accurate to humans in general. Sort of get used to things after a while, the first exploding human, man, that's pretty a little freaky. 100th exploding human, you're like, I've seen that before. Come with a new stick. And her stick. There's a word I have no idea how it became a thing. How shtick became a word, because it's just hard to say, harder to spell. I'm not sure why it's a thing. Alright, here's the guy's upper leg. His teeth. Oh god. I suppose I should be glad. They did bring me a whole bunch of iron and stuff, but... Okay, so this time we're not going to make the mistake we did last time. We're going to let them leave. Let them leave first. I mean, they're still hauling a whole bunch of crap, so... You know. Progress, I suppose. Everything melting stuff. What are you all doing? Why aren't you melting objects? Get back to work, you lazy bums. That's great. I'm so glad you bestowed something upon a steel shield. There's the war dog. The war dog's vomiting all over the place. That's wonderful. Let's let the elves leave first. And then once they leave, we'll, once they all leave, we'll then, probably get to work on hauling all the stuff. Not that I don't like watching all of this crap outside, but, you know. Alright, let's fix that. Come on, guys. You're very slow. Very slowly leaving. Come on. Try not to circle back. There you go. Come on. Almost there. You can do it. You can do it, guys. Come on. It's like showing. It's like shoving a puppy forward. Like, come on. You need to move forward. There you go. Come on. All right, he's gone. Good. I think we could like. You think when you were fleeing from an area, you would run a little quicker, but not them. Not them. All right, pull the lever. Clean everything up. Oh, that reminds me. Okay. Yeah. Oh wait, I forgot I need to turn the military alert off. There. There they are. Come along, everybody. That's gonna take a while to clean up. That's gonna take a while to clean up. Okay, just stick the dead human corpses right next to the human traders. That's fun. We have fun here at Goldborn. Aside from, you know, a stench of death hanging over everyone. Man, that guy's just standing in the middle of the corpses. Fun? Man, there are so many... Oh good, he's standing on somebody's lower leg. We're gonna have so many, slabs to engrave. Jesus. Probably should have been doing that while I was waiting. Guess on the plus side, the traps work. They keep attacking the side that has all the traps so far, so I guess that's a good thing. Oh boy. Yeah, the war dog's been found dead. You mean the war dog that was outside dying because he got shot with like 12 arrows? That war dog? Yeah, I'm not surprised you found that one dead. And I probably should just auto-hauled everything. That's what I should have done. Or auto-dumped. What I should have done. Oh well. I could still do that, honestly. And just see what Alright, well, 290 of the items got moved, so that's good. Now I get to unforbid a whole bunch of crap. Is there a copper chain there? I don't know. So... Right. Now I have to do all this again because I was a moron, so... At least there's less of it, so... Progress? Oh good, his nose. You know, that thing no one really needs. Well, he probably needed it. He probably would have liked to have it, and, you know, not have exploded, but... Well, that's what he got for attacking Goldborn. Come to Goldborn. It's very scenic. Come check out all the scenic corpses lying around. Though, true story, I've actually been to Yellowstone National Park out the western United States. And one of the funny things about going there is that they literally, like, you go there and it's like, yeah, you can die here, and you don't really recognize, like, you can't really understand just how deadly the place is until you've, like, actually been there, because when I went there, they have, like, pontoon bridges over boiling mud that you're supposed to walk over. But the thing about it is that there's no railings or anything, so they're just boiling fucking mud on the ground. And if you fall in it, it will burn you. You will die. Like, there's no getting you out. It's like, if you fall in there, you're dead. That's all there is to it. That's the last anyone will see of you. Last thing they will see is you falling in the boiling mud, and that will be that will be it. That is all there is to it. You hear stories every once in a while of, like, people, like, there's also water that's so hot that it doesn't look like it's boiling, but it's crystal clear because it's boiling constantly. And if you fall in, you will dissolve. And I don't mean, like, dissolve a little bit. I mean you will completely dissolve, and that will be the last anyone ever sees of you. And this happens every year. Like, you go there and just pools of boiling water, where if you fall in, you will die. That's just all there is to it. There won't be enough of you left to recover. And it sounds horrifying, and that's because it is. But there's a book that they're produced. There's actually a couple books. Spoilers report. One elf. Excuse me? What happened? The goblin was struck down. The goblin was struck down. The goblin was struck down. 54 goblins slaying 10. 44 goblins slaying 10. Oh. Clash 34 goblins slaying 10. Apparently there's still lots of goblins there. I was totally wrong. So there's still goblins in that area with 1,000 or 750 goblins still in it, apparently. The Elven Forest Retreat that's filled with fucking goblins. Okay. What are these on the ground? Are these... No. Okay. Okay. Well, the good news is they didn't die horribly, so... none of them died, so that's good. Okay. Wait. No, that's still being dumped. That's fine. Okay, we mostly cleaned up, stuff. So that's good. That's progress. 9 more war dogs for the chain. Okay, clean all that up in a little bit. Okay, we have so much stuff. So much stuff to deal with. Oh my god. Great. I didn't even haul all the stuff from the trading yet, so there, I'll tell you to cut those. I guess this is one more reason we need to build the weapon traps, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Yellowstone, a place where they tell you to bring the children. Despite the fact that, you know, the whole place is covered in, like, boiling magma, or boiling mud that will instantly kill you if you fall in. It seems like the kind of place where you bring your children if you, if you're, like, it's where you bring the children if you want to, like, get rid of your children with an accident that you claim was an accident. It seems like if you need an excuse to get rid of your children, you should go to Yellowstone, because it seems like the place that's so dangerous. If you go there, there's so many ways you can accidentally die. And, like, I camped in Yellowstone, too, so, you know, I went there as a kid. My parents brought me there when I was, like, 12, I think. And that's not a place you bring children. Even when I was there, I was like, man, this place is, like, horribly dangerous. And actually what was funny is that when we went there, we went to go see Old Faithful, which is a geyser that comes out of the ground on regular intervals. Which is why I got the name Old Faithful. Well, when we were there were some Chinese tourists who decided it would be a great plan to go wander up to go check out the geyser up close. Well, it's lucky they didn't die, because for those of you who don't know, the water that comes out of a geyser is like boiling. Like, it will, like, if you are touched by the water that comes out of a geyser, you will lose the limb or the part of your body that it touches. It will melt through you, and that will be the last thing anyone ever sees of you. So you shouldn't do that. But there's people who do that, and in addition to stupid things people will do, one of the things I saw when I was there was there's a book. Actually, there's a couple books called Deaths in Yellowstone, and it's nothing but like a list of all the ways that people have died horribly in the national park. Which should, you would think, be a reason to close a national park if all these people keep dying in it. But they're not dying because of the park, they're dying because they're all morons. It's like there's another book that's a companion to it, like Deaths at the Grand Canyon. It's a book full of morons who die at the Grand Canyon. And it's usually people who do things like, hey, I'm going to climb down the side of the Grand Canyon, and then you can't get back up, and you die horribly. Or, I'm going to go pet the mountain goat, and then you die horribly. You know, fun stuff like that. In fact, there's a... We really run out of melt-designed items already? Seriously? Wow, man, they got on that shit real quick. Okay then. Anyway, so like there's like it's a lot of stories of like people doing really dumb things and ending up dead because of it. Because again, it's a national park, and if you want, or actually, here's probably the last story for this episode. Oh, a Fey Mood. So I guess we'll have a reason to talk about while he's claiming a craft store workshop. Seems like he's got what he needs. So, when I went to Yellowstone, we were at a park. No, it wasn't Yellowstone. It was Glacier. It was Glacier National Park, which is another park. Which, if you go, which is not as dangerous as Yellowstone is, but you can still die if you go there, if you're stupid. But we were on this walking path. He didn't grab all that much. We were on the walking path, and as we're walking around, there's these goats, and the goats wander up to people because they're goats. So migrants have arrived. Perfect timing, migrants. Look, all in it. Perfect timing. What the fuck is this? A Dwarf. Adorable animal can't work. Adorable animal. I'm not sure that's an adorable. I don't know what a Dwarf is, but it looks kind of horrifying. So, I have a lot of questions. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so we're at this fucking park, right? And there's mountain goats wandering around. The mountain goats are nice creatures, mostly. Mostly. Shirt scepter. Perfect. Another thing for the museum. Shirt scepter, shirt scepter, shirt scepter. Shirt scepter. There you go. Perfect. But anyway, so we're there, and you know the mountain goats are mountain goats, and these people who were there, for whatever reason, decided it would be a good idea to try to cut fur off the mountain goat. Now, okay, so mountain goats that are wild are like most wild animals, and you can always tell which people have never been around wild animals before. Because, yeah, domesticated animals are nice, and you could probably get away with that if the animal's nice. Wild animals, on the other hand, will not let you do this. No good, the spinner's finally slept in depression. So he'll stop wandering out aimlessly and just suffocate, or starve to death now. But wild animals will not let you cut things off of them. And basically trying to do this resulted in in them being chased by a mountain goat, trying to gore them, because, you know, cutting fur off the mountain goat was not a smart plan. Why are you horrified? What are you horrified about? Seeing somebody die. Okay, speaking of dying, need to engrave all those slabs. But yeah, so if you're ever going to a national park and you see thinks it's a good idea to cut fur off of the animals that go there, you are mistaken. You should probably not do that, and probably never go to a national park again, because you might die the next time you try. Admittedly, I would not recommend it. That's what I'm saying. Of course, I think part of the problem was that it also had a baby there, and the mother got protective. So another thing, if it has a baby, maybe don't fuck with the mountain goat. It's gonna kill you, or it's gonna try to kill you, and you don't really want to end up dead from a mountain goat. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, fun times in the west of the United States, in national parks that I'm pretty sure are just places where they're designed to get rid of your children, or to have a story to be like, yeah, I'm so horrified that little Jimmy fell into the boiling mud. We couldn't do anything about him. We lost him. We don't know what happened. We lost him. It couldn't have been avoided. There's nothing we could have done. The last we ever saw of him was him screaming as he fell into the magma. That was all we saw of him. We wanted to save him, but we couldn't. We weren't going to jump into the boiling mud, because it's boiling mud. He was already gone. That was the end of little Jimmy, who I didn't want anyway. Don't do that to your kids. But seriously, maybe check where you're going before you bring your children to a highly dangerous, unstable area that's likely to get everyone killed. That's why they tell you not to bring pets, because pets have a tendency to get spooked and then jump into the, boiling mud, which is not a good idea. Although, speaking of pets, one of the other things you don't want to do is, when we were there, we were on the road, and we were just chilling, and whole highway got stopped, and we were like, why is the highway stopped? Turns out the reason the highway was stopped is because there were buffalo crossing it. And for those of you who don't know, buffalo are big, like real big. Like, buffalo are like the size of like minivans, and they're real ornery. So like, buffalo are like they're not like domesticated cows, where even cows are like, you know, real gentle and real calm. No, buffalo are bastards. Buffalo are just ornery bastards. And you don't want to fuck with them because they will just like, they're the size of a minivan and weigh about as much, and they will ram your car. And the problem is why you don't want to bring pets is because if your dog starts barking at the buffalo might gore you, and that happens. Although I think there was a story about a year ago where some couple thought it was a good idea, like they're like, oh, it's a buffalo, let's put my baby on the back of it. And I wish I was joking, but I'm not. Some stupid couple put a baby on the back of a buffalo because I guess they didn't want the baby, even though they said they did. But no sane person sticks. Like, you have to understand, a buffalo is like 7 feet, is like 6 or 7 feet tall, like 3 feet wide, covered in hair. And they can run at like 60 miles an hour. You do not want to mess with these things. Why would you put your baby on the back of one? Why would you think that was a good idea? And the only thing I can think of is because it's dumb white people who like wander out in the wilderness like, oh look, animals, we can totally play with them. And no, the animals, the last thing you will see is the buffalo hitting you at, you know, 40, 50 miles an hour, goring you. But yeah, don't put your babies on the back of buffalo. That's the lesson. Maybe just don't bring your baby to a national park. If your mentality for taking care of children is put on back of dangerous animal, yeah, don't do that. They say some people aren't like predisposed to have kids, and I believe it. Like, I understand that there's no like intelligence test for having children, but maybe if your decision making is it's okay to put your baby on the back of a dangerous wild animal, you shouldn't have kids. Maybe just avoid that. Maybe go on your own. Don't bring the kid, because if you're the kind of person to do that, then it'll solve itself. Anyway, this episode's gone way too long about me babbling about Yellowstone and how dangerous it is. It's a great place. It's really beautiful, but it's also horribly dangerous, and you should be aware of that before you decide to go. In my opinion. Choose what you will. Oh good, the humans are leaving. Okay, well anyway. Yeah, so that's been long enough. Next time, we're pretty close to finishing the spikes. We're basically back where we were. And then we'll just finish out the spike balls, and that'll be that. So yeah, see you all later.